Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. Yeah, we've been talking about connection, right? Connection with self. And now we come from the other angle and we want to look at separation in this video. So we're talking about the twin flame journey. It's twin flame separation, right? People who are watching are probably in this twin flame separation phase, which can be quite long. We're also going to look into why this is sometimes longer. Yeah, and I want to share a little bit about from my own journey that there was this back and forth between me and my twin flame, and this phase where you're like walking on eggshells and trying to approach the other person, and then maybe doing some healing and trying again and having those expectations, and still being far from surrendering, still being far from having done or approached any of the inner work that is to do, and still scratching on the surface, right? And at that time, I was suggesting my twin flame to meet. We're not in the same area, so there was a long distance between us, several hundred kilometers, and so I wanted to meet somewhere in the middle, and he refused to do that. He said he had no time. No time to meet me. And that was not only painful but also very shameful, right? The love of my life has no time, cannot make room to meet me, even if I come halfway, right? So that's how it is. Why was that so? First of all, when your twin flame rejects you in this way, this is on some level like you rejecting yourself, and this being someone else having rejected you in your childhood, and you internalizing this, you believing that this is who you are. I am someone that is rejected. So yeah, in my case, this was a story with my father, right? So when I say there's something else that I want to share in relation to this, that I only realized years later how painful that was and how shameful that was. Years later, when I managed to reconnect with self and reconnect with my feelings, and then having the courage and also the possibility to feel my feelings, because those things have been buried within me, and when at the time when that happened, I couldn't even feel that. Of course, I was not happy about it, but I couldn't feel the pain and I couldn't feel the shame. I refused to go there, right? So and after healing work, after taking the journey, after a lot of things, right, I finally reconnected with this wound on a deep level, and the link was there all of a sudden. Oh yeah, that was shameful. That hurt me a lot. That was very painful. But what was so painful was not my twin flame rejecting me, but actually my father rejecting me, right? And there is something else. So why took it so long? Yeah, why was it taking so long for me to realize that? Why could I not feel that pain? It's obvious, right, that this is hurtful. Well, this to me, the reason that I see there is that between me and my father something was happening that was emotional abuse. It was emotional abuse that I do not even remember consciously because I was so young. And this hurt me at the soul level. It was not only leading to a separation between me and my father, but also between me and the divine, because the father is the divine, right? So the father is divine spirit. The father is like spirit, and the mother is like the earth, right? Like nurturing us. That's a concept, of course, but you could look at it that way. And so I was like separate from God in that way, because this hurt me at the soul level. And those things, if we don't detect them and clear them, they will stay with us even in another lifetime, right? Those are the things that stay with us. And if we have leftovers from previous lifetimes, this might also affect us in this lifetime, right? So those, if there is something affecting us from another lifetime, then that's something significant, right? That's something, a deep wound. That's not just anything that we take from one lifetime to the other. And those wounds at the soul level, they are always also hurting our relationship with the divine. So this was also a cause, one of the causes that I couldn't reconnect with the divine on my journey, right? And so this is all, sometimes those wounds, they're hidden, and as I already said on other occasions, that we have to take the journey to get there. But this is also something where I can help you. I can give you kind of a map and an idea where you need to go next, and how your healing journey, what your healing journey could look like, more or less, right? Because we do not all have the same wounds. And there is also a perspective that I find very useful, that we came here and we took on those wounds. I don't know if there is a plan beforehand or whatever, but we agreed to come into this life and to deal with adversity and to deal with contrast, because we knew already that we would grow from this. And so the more contrast you experience, the more you grow. And that's what we all want, right? When we come in, we wanna grow, we wanna expand into newness, like discovering new land, right? That's what every soul wants. Every soul is part of this. So you could think of it in that way, because then this is far more empowering than if you see yourself as a victim, right? I don't see myself as a victim there, right? And of course, all of those things are then intertwined with issues from the ancestry and sometimes soul group, extended soul group, often past lives. So and everything needs to be addressed, right? That's just how it is, and you have to take one step after the other. So if you want help with that, you find my services in the description box. There is a link for you. And if you want to get to know me more closely and maybe start to work on your journey right away, I've created a webinar, which you also find in the description box. You could choose to get this. Just click on the link. It's free. Yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to share. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say. So was it wrong to ask my twin flame to meet up somewhere? No, it was not. It was not wrong, right? It's not wrong to be in contact with your twin flame, right? It's all about separation, but it's also about like the dance between the two of you. And this dance is just very different for each couple, right? It depends on the wounds. It depends on just how you go about it with your twin flame. But what is very, very obvious to me with a lot of twin flames, and also in my own healing journey, that your twin flame would always give you the space to heal, right? And this is what separation really is. It's like the opportunity for you to heal. And other people might maybe like reconnect or come into your life and not care whether you are healed or not. But your twin flame is really like your direct mirror, and this person would always like do what's best for you in relation to your healing, you becoming yourself, you reconnecting with your essence, would always show you exactly where you are at. And this other person, your other half, cannot help but doing this. And that's the same for you. Subconsciously, without even noticing, you would also always show your twin flame what they have to heal, what their wounds are, right? It's really for both of us, it's the same. But your twin flame would give you the space. So what does that mean? So your twin flame, as I said, in my case, my twin flame said, I have no time. And that's really very often the case with our counterparts, right? They are busy. They are busy doing other things. They have their hands full. And very often it's not even their stuff. It's very often stuff that they need to do for other people, that other people are asking them to do. Because they have not reconnected with themselves either, right? And on some level they have on some level as well abandoned themselves, right? They've abandoned themselves and now are busy with fulfilling other people's needs and not being able to fulfill their own needs. I'm not only talking about reconnecting with the twin, right? Because this is something that is like a consequence. But there are a lot of other things that you need to give to yourself. And that's the same for you. You have to reconnect to yourself and start giving to yourself what you were lacking, right? And it starts with attention and time. Yeah, to reconnect. And with trying to feel your feelings. And forgive yourself if you are not able to do this. I can relate, and I really know what it is like. And it doesn't matter if you feel something or if you don't feel something, or if you're like kind of overwhelmed and cannot really tell what you're feeling. It can be a lot of things at once, and that's confusing, right? Or maybe nothing at all because you're still shut down. Then the intention in itself, the intention to do the healing work, the intention to reconnect is enough, right? It's just step after step after step, and that's how I started. I didn't feel anything in the beginning of my journey. Also, when I was working with my teachers, I was not really feeling things. And for a long time, I could not fill up with energy because my walls were so thick. I wouldn't let in anything in. Maybe not. It's not that you don't let in anything. As I said, intention is already there's already something happening. But I couldn't feel it. So, but even though I couldn't feel it, it worked on some level, and it took me further down the road, and I expanded, and then all of a sudden I could also feel that I was expanding, and that I've gone to the next level and everything. And that's when you see the results, then that's when you would never want to give up this journey. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people say, and maybe you can relate, because it's fulfilling and satisfying in itself. Yeah, which does not mean that you don't want your twin flame or anything of that, but it's much, much more than that. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you are in separation with your twin flame, or if you have any questions in relation to this. I would be happy to make another video for you. according to your requests. And I wish you a beautiful day as always, and see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.